Katy Perry is trapped inside a giant inflatable water bottle, rolling helplessly across thousands of fans at Isle of MTV Malta, visibly fighting to stay upright. Go back to the stage. The crowd had one job. They refused to do it. Within hours, the internet turned her own lyrics into the punchline. This stunt was never supposed to go this way. On July 22, 2026, the historic granaries of Il Fosso Square in Floriana, Malta, filled with 40,000 fans for the Isle of MTV festival. This performance was a major stop on Katy Perry's out-of-office tour, and her production team wanted a signature stunt to match her long history of massive, meme-ready stage props. The plan for her performance of I Kissed a Girl was a highly choreographed, crowd-interactive routine. Perry was to climb inside a 3-meter-tall, giant transparent inflatable water bottle branded as Katy Perry. The mechanic of the performance was straightforward. She would launch into the audience, get rolled over the sea of hands to interact with a giant straw prop, and then, on a cue from the stage manager, the audience would roll her straight back to the stage. The official festival production brief assessed the risk of losing directional control of the giant water bottle as moderate, omitting any backup retrieval winches, tether lines, or secondary safety harnesses. The entire bit relied on audience compliance. It was a classic, campy piece of high-trust pop showmanship, perfectly built to make the crowd feel like part of the performance before the actual physics of 40,000 excited fans took over. As soon as the 3-meter inflatable Katy Perry bottle made contact with the crowd, the choreographed plan disintegrated. Instead of acting as a coordinated return conveyor belt, the 40,000 fans in Floriana's Fosso Square treated the massive prop like a beach ball at a festival. They began rolling her outward. Fan-shot video captures the immediate physics of the mishap. Inside the transparent plastic cylinder, Perry's feet slipped, causing her to lose her footing entirely. She braced her hands against the curved vinyl walls, trying to maintain her balance as the bottle tilted at sharp, unpredictable angles. But the crowd kept pushing. Deeper and deeper into the sea of raised hands, the bottle drifted further away from the safety of the stage. In the raw audio captured by fans in the front rows, Perry's vocals shifted from the lyrics of I Kissed a Girl to direct, unamplified instructions. She pleaded, "Go back to the stage." Her voice, echoing inside the plastic capsule, carried a mix of genuine worry and professional resolve. Yet to the crowd, this physical struggle looked like part of the entertainment. Instead of redirecting the bottle, thousands of fans raised their phones to film the spectacle, cheering as the pop star drifted further off course. In the circulating footage, no security guards or stage tethers are visible to halt the bottle's journey. Perry was entirely at the mercy of 40,000 excited, camera-wielding fans floating further away from her band with every push. The festival's official Instagram account uploaded a candid clip at 10:37 p.m., just hours after Perry stepped off the stage. This was no sanitized corporate press release. Instead, Perry offered her own unfiltered post-event breakdown. I basically get in this giant inflatable water bottle, and I roll it into the crowd. And tonight I went kind of far, and I was a little bit worried I was not going to come back. By framing the mishap as a self-aware near miss rather than an emergency, Perry instantly took back control of the story. She was no longer the victim of a failing prop. She was the witty storyteller of a wild concert adventure. This immediate, lighthearted turn disarmed the potential embarrassment, turning a production glitch into a playful moment of audience connection. Within an hour, the video surpassed 1 million views, proving that the most effective way to handle an accidental viral mishap is to be the first one to laugh at it. By the morning of July 23rd, the raw concert footage belonged entirely to the internet. Within hours, clips from fan accounts like @maltadaily.mt exploded across TikTok, X, and Instagram. The numbers told the story. Within 48 hours, the video racked up 12 million views on TikTok, 4.5 million on Instagram Reels, and over 1 million retweets on X. The story quickly jumped from social media feeds to mainstream entertainment news. U.S. outlets like E! News and Page 6 immediately leaned into the dramatic failed crowd surfing angle, while international press like The Guardian treated the giant floating bottle as a celebratory visual highlight of the summer festival circuit. But the real shift from news story to permanent internet culture happened on Reddit's r/sipst. There, user U Plastic Bag Guru posted a screenshot of Perry trapped in the cylinder with a caption that locked the moment into pop history. The caption quoted her famous 2010 hit, "Do you ever feel like a plastic bag?" It was the perfect visual pun. A lyric originally written to inspire hope about drifting through the wind was suddenly a literal description of a pop star bobbing helplessly atop 40,000 people inside a 3-meter vinyl tube. The joke mapped so cleanly onto the footage that the internet couldn't resist. Within days, creators generated over 150,000 TikTok duets pairing the wobbly video with the soaring high notes of the Firework chorus. Image macros transformed the lyric into, "Do you ever feel like a giant plastic bottle?" while creative edits photoshopped the rolling capsule into historic Maltese landmarks. Meme culture gave the incident a second life far beyond the live performance, transforming a brief production hiccup into a permanent, globally shared piece of cultural shorthand. Katy Perry has always spoken the language of the hyper-visual. From her infamous Super Bowl left shark to the giant pink telephones and oversized salt shakers of her Witness tour, her career is built on the deliberate charm of the cartoonish prop. She builds shows for the camera, knowing that a bold, colorful stunt is often what cements a tour in the public imagination. In Malta, that instinct collided with modern festival physics. Reviewers widely hailed the Isle of MTV concert as a massive success, praising her high-energy set and the sheer scale of the 40,000-person crowd. Yet the runaway water bottle became the night's definitive memory. It reveals a fundamental shift in how live audiences interact with music. The performance plan relied on a fragile assumption that a massive crowd would cooperate with the stage directions and roll the inflatable back. But the economics of the phone camera changed the rules. For a fan in the middle of the crowd, capturing a flawless return trip to the stage is ordinary. Pushing the bottle further away, watching a global pop icon drift into the crowd, that is a once-in-a-lifetime viral video. The crowd had every incentive to keep the spectacle going, chasing the thrill of the unexpected over the structure of the script. This Maltese detour shows that in the modern era of live music, a perfectly executed stunt stays inside the arena, but a beautifully chaotic failure travels across the entire world. Subscribe to our channel for more stories behind the internet's biggest viral moments. In a world of over-engineered stadium spectacles, Katy's runaway bottle reminds us of a hilarious truth. The most iconic pop moments can't be choreographed. Accidental chaos will always beat planned perfection. Subscribe for more pop culture breakdowns.